going on, everybody? Product Probes back at you with another knife review, and today we're looking at a pretty popular knife. This is the Mtech MT-A845. It's actually not a bad knife for one of these cheaper knives you can get online. So let's dive into it. Let's see what this thing's got. Alright guys, so right off the bat, as you can see, it's a really large pocket knife. This thing is actually pretty cool though. It's got aluminum plating right there, all black with your finger grooves right there. Now I do like the fact that they put the finger groove right here so you can get to that thumb stud. It has dual thumb studs right there. Hey, you might see it better in the light like that. Bam, right there. It's got your glass breaker, your seatbelt cutter right there where you can actually see the blade on the back side. Now, cool thing about this pocket clip is that it does sit super high, which is a good thing. So if you're getting a more concealed type look, or if you want a more concealed type look, you're definitely going to want that pocket clip super high. Now, you're going to have some deep pockets because this is a larger pocket knife, but it's still a definite plus. Because a lot of times on some cheaper knives, they just throw that sucker on there, not really thinking about it. But the dual thumb studs right there. Let's see how they do. Huh. It's actually not bad. Holy cow. To be a large blade like this, as you can see, super large blade. Now I do like the look of the blade. Right here you have a blood groove, but they punch these holes in it, so I don't think, of course it's not going to allow blood to flow down, but you could use these for tools, bending wire, and it also gives it a cool aesthetic, and punching out some of those holes will take down on the weight. Drop point blade on it right here. Do have a all straight blade right there on the belly, your Mtech logo. Right up here you do have a thumb ramp, and yep, not many, but there are two jimpings right up here at the top, so you can get better control of this larger knife if you're using it, cutting it, using it for utility work. But it's actually not too bad. The aluminum handle will get sweaty, over time in your hands. But even in a defensive stance, that window breaker is not too bad. So you can actually get back there with your thumb, or if you even prefer it this way. So, that's actually not a terrible thing. Let's check out the trigger. So, right here, as you can see right here on the back, it does have the assisted trigger on it. So you don't have to use those thumb studs. Throws that blade up, no problem. Simple liner lock right there in the middle. Now with a larger blade like this, kind of wish they would have done, a frame lock with it, but I get why they did that with that aluminum plating. So let's see. Single hand deployment, single hand close, not too bad. Right there at the end, because of that spring, might be a little more difficult. But guys, for a larger blade like this, it throws that thing up there super fast. It's actually a pretty cool knife, for the price. Large, a lot larger than I thought it was going to be. So, detailed work there. The blade on it. It doesn't seem to be too sharp, but let's go check it out, and let's go see how sharp this blade really is. Alright, let's check it out. Let's see how sharp this thing is. So, right down here on the straight down cut. Catch is fine, but it looks like right here I was having a little bit of problem. So let's try that one more time on the straight down. I'll try not to move it as much. So, a little bit of trouble catching. Yeah. That's not good right there. Now, let's try it at an angle and see how it does. So, right here, it seems to catch fine. Your runs, you do have a little bit of tearing, but man, the blade feels pretty sharp. Let's check the point out on it real quick. So, minimal push. Oh, that's it right there. Lot cleaner cuts once you get in. So, right here on your belly might need to be a little sharper, but as you move on up, the blade is getting a little bit sharper. Throw it on a stone once or twice, sharpen that thing up, might not be too bad. Now, as far as holding an edge, I'm not sure that it's really going to hold an edge, you know, for too long. But for a cheaper knife like this thing is actually pretty neat. I like the look of it. I do like the fact that that pocket clip does sit super high, so you can get a more concealed type look. So while we're talking about it, let's go check that out, and let's go see what this thing looks like in the pocket. All right, let's see how this thing does in the pocket. So right over here, see, let's slide this sucker in. Boom, I did not expect that. So that's actually a pretty good thing right here. You see how you get the full concealment? Because that pocket clip is sitting so high, actually, you could probably fit it down a little bit more, which gives you a tighter grip on your pocket right there. Concealed side of it, I do have a little bit longer shirt on, but it doesn't seem to be too bad either. The print, well, it's a large knife. Yeah, you do have a little bit of print, but like this, yeah, just a little bit though. However, pull out seems to be okay. Let's try that right one more time. So in, out, yeah. Bam, bam. Trigger is right there. Single hand close right here. Slide it back in, bam. Guys, right here, this pocket clip was pretty surprising, and it ended up passing the test. You know, it's really not bad. Sits down in there fine. You know, with that divot right here in the pocket clip, I was afraid that it might fray your pocket, but it actually doesn't seem like it's going to be a problem on that. Now, it did feel super heavy in the pocket, which, you know, I'm not too crazy, you know, about the heavier knives like this. I mean, this is a heavy knife, but it's also a larger knife. And a lot of it's coming from your blade. I mean, that is a thick blade on it. But anyway, quit rambling about that. Let's go ahead. Let's get the weight and measurements of this knife. All right, let's check out the measurements on this thing. So, let's see. We're going to be looking at 5.5 inches with a blade length of 3.5 inches. And then we've got fully open with this thing. Let's go ahead and get it into focus. 9 inches overall. So, super large knife right here. Let's check out the weight on it. So, wow. It is definitely on the heavier side, but that's still not too bad for a large knife like this. So, it's definitely on the heavier side of knives, but it's still not too bad for this knife. I mean, it's pretty stacked. So, again, guys, aluminum handle right here with your thumb grooves down to your dual thumb studs. Window breaker, seatbelt cutter, pocket clip definitely passes, and that trigger throws that blade up just fine. It's got the thumb ramp with those jimpings. I wish the jimpings were a little bit closer together. They spaced them apart pretty good, but you can still get great control. Flip it if you need to. Do what you got to do. Boom, it closes. Deployment one-handed and closing it one-handed. So for a larger pocket knife, for a cheaper pocket knife, this one is actually not bad. Again, guys, it's the Mtech, what is it? The MT-A845. And I'll leave a link in the description below if y'all want to go check it out. We get a little bit of a kickback on some of these things, you know, with that Amazon links. But if you do want to buy it and this review helped you, just consider clicking on that link. But appreciate you watching, guys. I hope the review helped. And if you were thinking about getting one, y'all can definitely go check it out. And if you don't want to buy it and you want a chance to win it, just check us out at 5:30 every single Thursday. We do the Product Probe Show. We got this big lottery of stuff, we're kind of giving away and it's building up. Anyway, show's, real quick show, kind of fun. But if I don't see y'all there, I'll see y'all in the next one.